Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is what you love, that means you need to stay till the end of this video because I have a tutorial that I'm going to show you how to cut and sew this beautiful stylish gown. Thank you so much for stopping by and thank you for always watching my videos. Please do it to subscribe, do it to like, do it to share it with your friends and family. So let's get to work. So here I have my pattern paper. I have already drafted the pattern paper, so I'm going to be drafting the back and the front inside this. So this is what I have. I already draft out my zipper allowance, and then I've cut out my neck line, and then my shoulder, and then my shoulder slope, and this is my neck width of 3 inch. And then for the back I use 1.5, and then for the neck depth I use 3.5. You can use 3 by 3, and then I come down to mark my chest line, and then my bust line, my under bust, my waistline, and then the hem line, the length of the upper dress that we are going to be using. So this is just what I have. If you don't know how to draft basic body, check my channel. I have a lot of videos on basic body, or you can ask a question in the comment section. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and start marking my nipple to nipple from my bust point. So divide your nipple by 2, and then whatever it gives you, that's what you're going to mark. You're going to mark on your chest line, on your under bust, your waist, and then you come down to the hip line. Let me just call this line hip line, then come down to your hip line, and then go ahead and draw a straight line, join the nipple to nipple together. So this is what we have, and then I'm going to come down from my bust point. I'm going to come down by 1 inch, and then I'm going to be marking half an inch on the both side. I'm going to mark half inch on, that is on my waistline. I'm going to mark half inch, and then we're just going to go ahead and connect the point together. But before then, we're going to come down from our waistline. We're going to mark about 6 inch, and then we're going to go ahead and connect that point together to form our dart line for our front pieces. So I'm going to show you how you're going to draft your back dart inside this same pattern paper. So that's what we're going to do. So to draft our back dart, we're going to go ahead and extend this dart to our bust point for the back pieces. So take note, if you are drafting this pattern, like drafting the front and the back piece together, make sure you don't forget when you want to hold your dart. So what you just need to do is to extend your dart to your bust point. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and mark my bust measurement divided by 4. Divide your bust by 4, and then go ahead and mark it, and then divide your armhole by 2. That is your chest line, like from your shoulder slope to your chest line, that line that is there. Divide it by 2, and then go in by half an inch. Then go ahead and use your ruler and mark it if you are marking the normal shoulder. But for this dress, I'm going to be dividing the shoulder, and then I'm just going to mark from my neck width. I'm going to mark from my neck width. Like, keep your tape from your neck width, and then mark about 3 inch, then go ahead and join the line together. Yes, I don't want the shoulder to be full, so I have to reduce some inches from the shoulder. And then go ahead and mark your under bust measurement divided by 4, and then replace your dart allowance on your waistline. Divide your waist by 4, then replace the dart allowance, and then also add allowance for your clothes. Add allowance on your dress, the allowance that you want to add. Just go ahead and add the allowance. If you want to add 1.5, it's okay. If you want to add 2 inch, it's okay. Just go ahead and add allowance, and then go ahead and join the bodies together, and then we are almost done with our pattern paper. Do you have any question? If it is not clear, if you don't understand what I am saying, please let me know in the comment section. I'm always here to attend to you. Okay, thank you. So this is what we have. what you just need to do is to go ahead and remove your zipper bush. So to remove your zipper bush, I'm going to go in by 0.75. That is what I'm going to go. I'm going to remove 0. You can remove 0.5, but I want to remove 0.75, and then I'm going to go ahead and then mark it. And then after marking it, what I just need to do is to go ahead and join the line together. Just go ahead and join it. But before I join it, I'm going to be working on the waistline, that is on the hip line, that effect. From the waistline, I'm going to come down to about 3 inch. You can do 4 inch, depending on how you want that waist effect to be. And then I'm going to come to the center fold, our center fold, and then I'm going to mark 7 inch. Then you can do 8, so I'm going to mark 7 inch. I'm just going to go ahead and join the point together as seen in this video. So go ahead and join it. So guys, thank you for always watching my videos. Thank you for always commenting. And please, if you have any question, let me know in the comment section. Or if you have any style you want me to make for you, let me know in the comment section. So after marking it, this is what we have. So this is what we have. As you can see on the picture on the thumbnail, you can see how the waist is. So which is exactly what you should have. So after that, go ahead and join all the points that you have, and then you're good to go. You're just going to go ahead and mark it like this. If you want your own waist to be deeper than this side effect, this waistline, this Basque to be deeper than this, you can go ahead and use your whole hip measurement, and then on the side you can come down to about 5 inch. So depending on how you want it. So when you're done, go ahead and cut it out, just as you see me do in this video. And then this is it. I'm going to go ahead and cut it on my lining first. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it. So go ahead and place your pattern paper. We're going to be cutting the back piece first, because we cut the back and the front together. After cutting the back piece, we're going to remove the zipper allowance, and then we are going to go ahead and cut the front piece. So this is it. This is what we have. I hope you guys understand what I am saying. So when you are cutting it, go ahead and add about half inch on the armhole, and then on the armhole, on the neckline, on the zipper allowance, and then on the hemline, go ahead and add 1 inch, just as you see me doing this video. And then after cutting it, go ahead and notch your zipper allowance, and then notch your dark line. And this is it. And then I've gone ahead to remove the back piece, the neckline, and then I've gone ahead to cut the neckline for the front, and then we're going to be cutting the front right now. What you just need to do is to go ahead and remove the allowance for the back, and then go ahead and place your pattern on the dress, and then cut it and add the allowance, and then go ahead and notch your dark line. And this is what we have, you guys. I'm gonna ahead to cut it on the main fabric. This is what we have. What you just need to do is to go ahead and bias it if you don't want to use lining. If you want to use lining, go ahead and place it like this, and then go ahead and sew it down, and then you can leave the shoulder and then sew the armhole. Then when we are done, we are going to bring it back. I'm going to go ahead and just stitch the side down, and then when I'm done, I'm going to do the front and the back piece, and I will leave the hemline so that I will use it to turn the main fabric. Then I will just sew it on my sewing machine. I will bring it back and show you guys what it looks like. So you guys, this is it. I've gone ahead to turn the front and the back piece. As you can see, the armhole is closed because this dress is not going to have a sleeve, so it's a sleeveless dress. So I have to use lining to actually work on the armhole line. So now to get your dart, just go ahead and place your pattern paper on your main fabric. Go ahead and use chalk or use something that is sharp just to trace the dart line, so that you'll be able to hold it when you're holding it. Trace it. Then after that, go ahead and use your chalk and trace the dart line to be visible for you to see. And then after that, we're just going to go ahead and shape the bodice. go ahead and shape the body. Just take your body measurement, hold your zipper allowance, take your body measurement, your waist, and then I'm going to go ahead and hold it and stitch down the shoulder, and join the front and the back piece together and then bring it back. So this is it. I've gone ahead to do this beautiful stylish effect, this stylish on the front. So if you don't know how to do it, let me know in the comment section. When I was working on it, NEPA took light, so I was not able to record that part. So now we're going to work on the lower part of the dress, let's say the skirt, but this is a gown. So I'm gonna have to cut my pieces. I'm going to be using my lining. So I just go ahead and cut the hip measurement. So I cut this lining. I marked the person's hip measurement. I added about 4 inches allowance to it, and then the length I want the length to be 12. So I cut this lining 12 inch. That is the length of the lining is 12, and then the width is hip measurement plus 4 inches. So I've gone ahead to mark the ruffle that I'm going to be using on this skirt. Just go ahead and mark the ruffle. It depends on the length and the width you want to be. Just go ahead and mark it. So the ruffle, I actually cut it about, that is about 3 yard and about 15 inch. Then I gathered. I have about 5 pieces of ruffle. So I'm just going to go ahead and place it on the lining, and then I'm going to sew it like this, just as seen in this video. You can decide to mark 33 inch each, and that is the line, 33 inch, and then be placing your ruffle and sew it. So after sewing it, this is what it looks like. So I'm gonna head to sew down, to join the ruffle together on the lining, and this is exactly what we have. This is what we have. As you can see, our dress is almost ready. So we're just going to go ahead and attach it to our upper bodice. So we're going to place the right side facing each other on our upper bodice, and then we're going to just join it on the upper body like this. First is right side facing each other, and then go ahead and stitch it down, and then attach your zip on it. Then you guys, I'm going to show you the result. So this is it as seen in this video. This is our dress. As you can see, it's looking very beautiful. If you want something like this, can go ahead and place your order. Let's recreate this beautiful stylish dress for you. Thank you for watching, and please do well to subscribe to this channel, and also share these videos with your friends and turn on your notification bell to know when we upload a new video. Thank you for watching, and bye. See you in our next video.